In this video, we will learn about parabola. So, for parabola, we would have 4 main shape and 2 main equation. So, first is about parabola that is symmetric, axis parallel to x-axis. So, if this happen, we would have y squared as our equation. Means that our standard equation for parabola in this case would be y minus k squared equal to 4p x minus h. So, this would be the main standard equation for this parabola. So, for y squared equation, we would have 2 main shape. I just name it as a shape of C and inverted C. Kalau equation kita y yang squared, kita punya shape akan jadi huruf C ataupun huruf C terbalik. Okay, so based on this shape, we can determine the vertex, focus and directrix. Okay, so first one, if our P is greater than 0, P you can identify from the equation of the parabola. If P is positive, then we would have open right. Maksudnya parabola tu huruf C, open to the right. Okay, so from parabola, kita kena label 2 points which are vertex. First, vertex, dia tak ada center. Dia mesti vertex je. So, vertex in this case lies at the peak of our parabola. There, saya try buat arrow tu V. Okay, so our coordinate would be HK. Comes from the equation. Okay, next, focus. Focus must lies inside our parabola. Fokus mesti duduk kat dalam parabola tu. So, ini pun sama fikir logik. And distance would be P. Distance dia mesti P. P comes from our equation just now. So, if from the diagram, from vertex to focus, distance would be P. Only x coordinate would change. So, in this case, we would have x plus h. Sorry, not x plus h. H plus P. K as the coordinate of our focus. Alright. Last one, we have a directrix. Directrix is basically a dotted straight line. So, I try to highlight it. Alright. So, distance between directrix from vertex is also P. Jarak dia pun huruf P. And remember, directrix must lie opposite of focus. Dia mesti duduk bertentangan dengan fokus. Directrix won't cut off our parabola. Directrix takkan bersilang dengan parabola. That's why in this case, our directrix equation would be H minus P. Okay. Next, if our P is negative, then dia akan jadi open to the left. And then the rest of it is the same. Vertex is still HK. Focus now because dia punya coordinate X juga yang akan berubah, but then the other way around. So focus always lies inside parabola. Remember, that's how we get H minus PK. And for directrix, it will be X is equal to H plus P. Sebab dia opposite. So dia kena plus lah kan directrix tu. Okay. So that's for first equation. Second equation, when our symmetrical axis parallel to y-axis, is this one would involve x squared as our standard equation, which is x minus h squared equal to 4p y minus k. Equation dia x yang akan squared. Tadi y yang akan squared. Alright. So same as before, based on value of p, if it's positive, dia akan open outwards. Dia terbalik dah sekarang ni. Tadi open left, open right. Now sekarang dia akan open outwards if it's positive. Open downward if it's negative. Selalu awak kan ingat kan, x squared memang shape kuadratik tau, tahu senyum masam. So ingat kat sini, x squared. So dia ada senyum ataupun masam. Kalau P kita positif, kita senyum, open upwards. Kalau P kita negatif, dia masam. So open downwards. Okay, so coordinate for focus, coordinate for vertex for both are still the same, HK. Dia tak berubah kat situ. Still HK. Okay. Distance between vertex and focus also the same, still P. Saya cuba highlight kat dalam diagram tu, dia still P. And position for focus, it's still the same inside the parabola. Focus sentiasa duduk dalam parabola. But because of the shape of this parabola is open upwards and downward, dia punya senyum dengan masam tadi, now Y coordinate would change. X akan fix. X coordinate tak akan bergerak, Y yang akan bergerak. So in this case, focus if it's open upwards would be H, K plus P. Kalau open downwards, dia terbalik lah. H, K minus P. Okay. And then last one for directrix. So directrix for this one would be Y equal to K minus P. Oh. Okay. And if it's open downward, the opposite, so Y would be K plus P. Okay. So that's the general for parabola. Let's do some example to check our understanding. So example next one, we have to find the vertex, focus and directrix of the following parabola and sketch the graph. Okay. So from this, our equation is Y equal to 1 over 8 x squared. So if we compare with standard equation of parabola, it is x minus h squared because x squared equal to 4p y minus k. So what do we do here? I rearrange back into standard form, means we would have x squared equal to 8y. X squared is 8y. So directly compare. Why we rearrange like this? We can compare to obtain value for p. So for p is 8 means p would be 2. In this case, p is positive. Since x squared and p positive, so we would have open outwards. X kita yang squared, sama ada senyum atau masam, tapi p kita positif. So dia akan jadi senyum. Alright, so parabola in the shape of open upwards. Saya try terus sketch parabola tu. Okay, next we can obtain our vertex coordinate HK. In this case, coordinate of vertex HK coincidentally is 0, 0. Dah jadi senang. 0, 0 for our vertex. Okay. After that, we have focus. Remember, focus lies inside our parabola. Dia duduk dalam. Distance would be P. So, in this case, focus would be 0, 2. Okay, and then last one, our directrix must be opposite of focus, cannot cut off our parabola. So this would be Y. I put it as a dotted line. So Y equal to, distance is still 2. Here P, so Y equal to negative 2. So last part, remember when it comes to sketch the graph, we have to sketch our axis. Kebetulan kat sini tadi dah senang ada 0, 0. Awak tak ada masalah lah nak lukis paksi. So adjust your axis. Okay, done. That's basically how you sketch a parabola if we have the standard equation. Let's do another example. So now we have y minus 2 squared equal to 12x minus 3. So if we compare with standard equation, it is y minus k squared equal to 4p x minus h. Directly compare, we know 4p is basically 12, so p would be 3. Because y squared, p is positive. Ingat, y squared sebab ada huruf c atau c terbalik. Tapi p sekarang ni positif. P is positive. So, kita tahulah our parabola will be open to the right. Huruf C. Okay. Next, kita label terus our vertex. Vertex is HK. So, directly compare, kita dapat 3, 2. Jangan terbalik compare, it's HK. Jangan ikut kedudukan tu. Jangan ikut square-square siapa. Dia sentiasa HK. So, vertex in this case is 3, 2. Okay, we settle with the vertex. Okay, next one, focus. Remember, lies inside our parabola. Distance would be P, so 3. X coordinate yang akan bergerak. So in this case 0, 2. That's the focus. Sorry, not 0, 2. Dia bergerak ke kanan kan? So 6, 2. Tengok saya yang salah kira. Okay. And directrix would be opposite of our parabola. Tak boleh langgar. So dia jadi garisan X. So distance is still 3. So X equal to 0. Alright, so now last part kita adjust paksi. So sekarang kita dah tahu dah kebetulan sekarang ni directrix is X equal to 0. That would be our Y axis. Okay, X axis kita tak tahu kat mana tapi kita dah tahu tadi 3, 2, 6, 2 mungkin X axis ada kat bawah macam ni. Dia langgar sikit lah. Because 2 ada kat situ. Okay. Settle. Parabola quite simple. Kita tahu shape, vertex, focus, directrix. Itu je yang kita kena label. Yang lain kita tak payah label. Compare with ellipse. Ni simple lagi lah. Kita cuba lagi. Next one. X minus 1 squared equal to 5y plus 2. Okay, sama juga saya compare dengan standard. So, X minus h squared 4p y minus k. So, 4p in this case is 5. P would be 5 over 4. Ada pecahan kat situ. So, hati-hatilah jangan gelabah Okay, P is 5 over 4. So, X squared. P is positive. So, kita akan dapat shape open upward. Graph kita senyum. So, and then next one, vertex as usual, HK. So, in this case, our vertex would be 1, negative 2. Okay. Next, focus lies inside. Distance is 5 over 4. X coordinate same. Y coordinate would change. So, 1, negative 3 over 4. And then directrix will be opposite of it. Tak boleh cut off. Oh, saya buat dotted line. Directrix normally orang akan label as dotted line lah. Directrix Y equal to, ingat sama juga Y coordinate yang bergerak tadi. So, negative 2 minus 5 over 4. So, we will get negative 13 over 4. And last one, we have to adjust our axis. So, 1 kat sini. So, X equal to 0 slightly here lah. Kita adjust dia because the question asks to sketch. Okay. Negative 2 ada kat sini. Negative 3 over 4 kat situ. Maksudnya kita punya x-axis atas lagi. Okay. Settle. Alright. Next question. So, find the equation of a parabola that has vertex at origin, opens left and passes through the point P, negative 5, 4. Okay. So, now dia dah bagi info, kita nak cari equation parabola. Every hint penting. Kena tahu satu-satu. So, start first one. Vertex at the origin. So, dia nak beritahu apa? HK in this case is 0, 0. Okay. And then, it is shape open left. So, if it's open left, maksudnya huruf C terbalik. Apa dia nak bagi tahu bila C terbalik? Maksudnya equation kita would be Y yang squared, bukan X yang squared. Ini yang paling penting. Awak kena tahu shape kita X squared or Y squared. Okay. Alright, so it's open left means our P would be negative. Itu pun dia nak bagi tahu juga. And then passes through the point. Kalau point, itu kita boleh masuk kat tempat XY je. Tak ada tempat lain kita boleh masuk. Okay, so kita guna first hint dulu. Vertex HK is 0, 0. So substitute this into the equation. Now we would have Y squared equal to 4px. Kita tak dapat nilai P je. So point tu kita gantilah nak dapatkan value P kan. So we would have now 16 is basically negative 20p. So finally, P in this case would be negative 4 over 5. So, kita dah bolehlah ganti balik dalam standard equation parabola to obtain our final answer. So, Y squared, bukan Y minus lagi dah sebab dia 0 tadi kan. Y squared equal to negative 16 over 5x. Alright, so that is our parabola equation. Okay, kita cuba lagi Next example. Situation dia. Write down the equation of a given parabola in standard form and then sketch the graph. Okay. Sekarang dia dah bagi equation, kita kena tukar bentuk standard. Sama macam ellipse, sama macam circle. Daripada general, kenapa tahu general ni ada equal, salah pen. Ada equal to 0, tak ada bracket, itu memang general lah. So from general, nak convert pergi standard equation, kita memang tak ada cara lain. Memang kena buat CTS. That's the only option. Alright. So for CTS this one, first step same as before. Yang squared kiri tak ada squared kanan. So yang ada squared kat sini tinggal X je. So X squared minus 8X. Without squared dengan constant saya pindah ke kanan. So we have negative 4Y minus 12. Okay, we may start completing the squared for X variable. So we get X minus 4 squared minus 16. Okay, right side kita tak payah buat apa-apa. Last step, constant pindah ke bahagian kanan. So X minus 4 squared is basically negative 4Y plus 4. Okay. Ini belum lagi standard. Dia mesti ada bracket-bracket kan? Okay. So, X minus 4 squared as it is. For right side, ingat, Y mesti positif. So, kat situ kita ada extra constant negative 4. So, we have to factorize out negative 4. Dia tak boleh jadi negative Y kat situ. Dia nak Y yang positif. So, we would have Y minus 1. Kalau compare balik dengan standard form tu, saya cuba tulis X minus H squared equal to 4P Y minus K. So yang inside bracket tu, Y tu mesti positif. Sebab tu kita mesti factorize negative 4. Kalau awak factorize 4 je, awak akan dapat equation yang salah lah. So careful that part. Okay. So from here we know, if we compare, 4P is negative 4. So, P is negative 1. P is negative. So, dia akan jadi X squared. Ingat, X squared senyum ataupun masam. P kita negatif. So, dia jadilah shape masam kat situ. Okay. So, parabola kita shape masam. Next, kita kena labelkan vertex. So, vertex remember HK. So, we have 4, 1. Settle. Next part, kita akan ada, saya adjust lukis kat tempat lain lah, macam tak muat pula. Tepi sikit. Okay. Tadi saya lukis balik. Okay, bentuk masam. Vertex is 4, 1. Remember, focus inside of parabola, distance would be P. P tadi distance kita 1, dia turun je bawah tu. So, X coordinate fix, Y yang bergerak. So, 4, 0. Okay. And then we have directrix opposite of it. Tak boleh langgar parabola. So that is basically garisan Y. So Y equal to, distance dia pun huruf P. Y equal to 2. And then last part, jangan lupa kita adjust paksi. So 4, 0 here. Maksudnya fokus duduk atas paksi X. And then kita tak lalu langsung paksi Y. Tak ada jumpa X equal to 0. Okay. Alright, that's how we sketch parabola based on our equation. We try another example. So, write down the equation. Sama juga, given kita ada standard. Okay, now, if it's in this form, once again, we have to do completing the square. So, first step, the squared variable stay left side. So, now squared variable would be Y. So, Y yang duduk kanan. Y yang duduk kiri. Without squared dengan constant duduk kanan. So we have 2x minus 22. And we may start completing the square for Y variable. So Y plus 4 squared minus 16. Stay for the squared part, stay on left side. So we get 2x minus 6. So last part kat sini, sama juga. Ingat, X mesti single. Dia tak boleh ada apa-apa constant kat situ. So extra 2, factorize that out. X minus 3. Kalau kita comparekan dengan standard untuk ellipse ni, dia jadi y minus k squared. Standard untuk parabola for p x minus h. Okay. Alright, so dah settle dah cantik. Now we can find value for p. So for p in this case is 2. P will be half. P is positive in this case. Y squared. So kita tahu dia akan open to the right. Okay, now we want to sketch the parabola. So we have y squared and p is positive. So we know it is open to the left. So open to the right. P is positive, y squared. So it's open right. Bentuk C. P positive bentuk C. Okay, so our vertex in this case just now is 3, negative 4. So vertex is 3, negative 4. Remember, focus lies inside of parabola. So in this case, x coordinate yang akan bergerak. So dia akan dapat 3 plus with half. So we get 7 over 2, negative 4. Negative 4. Okay. Directrix will be opposite of it. So now dia dah jadi garisan X. So ingat X juga yang bergerak. So 3 minus half. That's why we get 5 over 2. Dah settle last part. Adjust our axis. So kat sini tadi y kita negative 4. So y0 akan ada dekat atas. Kita tak langgar pun. And then x equal to 5 over 2. So x equal to 0 depan lagi lah untuk y. Oh sorry, tadi saya salah tipe. X and y. Okay. Dah siap. Ingat step macam tu lah. Lukis directrix. Lukis dulu shape parabola. After that baru lukis label vertex and focus and directrix. And last part baru kita adjust paksi. Paling senang macam tu lah. Okay. And then proceed with the last question. Find equation of parabola which satisfy the condition vertex at negative 1, negative 2. Okay, kita ada vertex itu. Axis parallel to y-axis. Axis is parallel to y-axis. And the parabola passes through the point 36. Okay. So for parabola, in order to find the equation, the key point is we must know whether it is x squared or y squared. Kita tak tahu nak guna yang mana kan. Itu benda pertama sekali awak mesti detect. So, if it said axis, paksi, parallel dengan paksi y. Axis in this case is paksi simetri kita. So, axis, paksi simetri sekarang parallel dengan y. Kalau paksi y, dia mesti macam ni kan. Ini paksi simetri. So, the possible shape in order to be to y-axis be our axis symmetry, mesti dia shape yang macam ni lah. Garis pembahagi kita is either bentuk senyum ataupun bentuk masam. Itu je yang akan menjadikan paksi y tu symmetry axis. Our axis parallel tu. Okay, so from here, kalau kita tahu senyum ataupun masam, maksudnya x yang squared. So we know x minus h squared equal to 4p y minus k. Kenapa tak boleh y yang squared? Okay, kita tunjuk tadi kalau paksi kita paksi y ni, paksi. Okay, kalau y squared is either shape C ataupun C terbalik. Ini tak jadi paksi lah kan. Dia tak jadi paksi simetri pun. So dia bukan, sebab tu kita pilih x yang squared. Okay, itu key dia. So kalau soalan tu, axis parallel to x-axis. Paksi kita parallel dengan paksi x. Then barulah dia akan guna y squared. Okay. So, bila dah tahu x yang squared, now kita dah boleh masukkan vertex because it is h and k. That's how we get x plus 1 squared equal to 4p y plus 2. And last one, kita ada problem, kita dapat p. Tapi kita dah tahu point. Point boleh substitute in order to find p. So, we have 3 plus 1 squared equal to 4p 6 plus 2. In this case, p is half. Okay, settle. Once we obtain p, we can substitute it back to obtain our standard equation of parabola. So, x plus 1 squared equal to 4 times half. So, 2 y plus 2. And that is equation of parabola.